What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another account update video for you guys with regards to my baby account here. We have, let's actually jump into the achievements here. So, yeah, today we're going to just quickly go over the account, what I'm doing, the teams I'm still farming, what I'm kind of working on, and what's next, right? What's next? So, anyways, let's quickly go here and where is that? So, we've been playing for approximately 106 days. Darn, I wish that was 105 because 106 just doesn't sound like a clean number. But anyways, so we've been playing approximately basically the start of the year here. So our account's just a little bit over about approximately 3 months now, and we'll quickly go into the roster here, and you can kind of look at what I've been building and what I'm working on, and of course as well what I've been kind of doing with my resources, which is kind of important here because we are setting this account up. Basically, now we're kind of, I would say, now that we're about 100 days in, we are getting kind of more towards into the mid-ish, perhaps even maybe mid-late game of the game now as well. Because early, I want to say early levels is kind of like between 1 and maybe level 1 to 90 maybe. Because that is kind of when you start getting access to a lot of different key components. Like you're starting to get access to these those end game nodes where you can kind of farm Invisible Woman, you can farm Azazel, and of course you can farm Swordmaster, and you can farm Daemon. Yeah, basically just a lot of key sections. So yeah, gotta turn my notifications off here. As I said, we have to make sure that we kind of get our levels up first, and the most important thing is trying to get energy for that. And you want to do your core refreshes, and the only thing I've really been using my energy on is purchasing campaign, and so we can kind of do 4 times 50. And then you can kind of work towards using that on those nodes, right? Also, keep in mind, guys, there's also this gold burst and this save the world milestone. You'll get extra goodies there as well here when you kind of do that sort of stuff. So just make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. Also, this Gear Fest, this has been one that's given me a ton of experience points. I think in the span of the last 3 months, if I didn't have this event going on, I definitely wouldn't gotten as high up as I am now. So that's actually one of the reasons why I'm level 99 to begin with. And that level 99 is going to be important later on, because we want to get to level 100 because we want access to the buddies, to the Pandemonium Buddies event. And of course we've done Eddie. We're just waiting for C.H.A.D. C.H.A.D opens at level 100, and when it does open, I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up, I will be trying to tackle it with my baby account as well, and it should be coming live whenever, right? The last week is coming on Wednesday, but we should get access to it whenever we turn level 100. So stay tuned for footage of that with regards to the teams that I'll use, and hopefully we can get it done here. But again, let's talk about the top 5 teams that I've been kind of focusing on my baby account. First and foremost, I think it's no surprise, my account really needs the power cores, and I love the power core inputs. So of course Fantastic Four is my go-to. And they've always kind of been one of my favorite teams as well here, because there's just so much synergy. Now, that's not to say you need the full 5 members. You just need the core 3, right? You need Mr. Fantastic, you need Sue, and then of course you need Franklin. They are going to comprise the 3-piece that's essential for a lot of different game modes, spanning across Arena, War, Cosmic Crucible, Battle World. They're too hard to pass up, and unless you're a crazy person, yeah, you shouldn't skip out on this team. So for sure. Yeah, but I mean, if you did skip out and you found ways to kind of work around that, like Matthew, like my boy Matthew, he's done it. then yeah, shout out to you guys for having a way to kind of go outside the box as well. Now, having said that, the other team I kind of focused on is kind of between like Brimstone and Vigilantes. Vigilantes was a really good one because early on you can start getting access to Punisher. You can get farm his node basically from level 1, right? And then of course you can get the other shards like Elektra, Daredevil, and Silver Sable from the credit store, and for fairly reasonable pricing, nothing like too expensive. And yeah, the shards will see, they will add up. As you can see here, we do have a lot of them already, right? At 5 and they're getting closer to 6. I think Silver Sables is at 6. I just haven't had she just hasn't gotten the love, but I can probably push her up. Daredevil as well, it looks like he can be a 6. I just haven't needed to push them that to that point yet, because we haven't really needed it in raids, so it wasn't really an issue there, so we haven't really had to do that. And as well, as you guys will know, I love Daemon so much, and of course we pushed him all the way to 7 yellow straight up, fast as we can go. And the other ones, you know, are a little bit more neglected, but I would say probably the next most important piece, if you can, is getting Living Mummy up. He's going to be important for getting your Knull unlock at a very early point, and as well, he'll be key for a lot of the other different game modes later on, like for example Shadow King boss with Professor Xavier. You'll also need him like in you know, in Battle World, especially with the new one coming up there as well. We have Sentry this week, but of course Brimstone is a key team for that, and you need Living Mummy to kind of keep everybody alive. So we will see how that goes. So those are the first 3 teams, and then if you have any extra resources and you're able to work on the other key teams, the next one I would say that's probably the most important right after you know, right after Vigilantes, right after Brimstone, right after Fantastic Four, is starting to get this tech team going, and that's this sinister this Insidious 6 combo with Vulture and Shocker. And of course, as you know, as we've already seen from the Dark Dimension 9 finishes, this team is gonna give you a lot of value, probably in the end game, and so you can just pump as much as you can here. Also keep in mind, there is a couple key pieces here on this team as well that's going to be needed for when you do your best buddies, you know, C.H.A.D or Eddie event, and yeah, they are going to be really important characters, because that's how we did it on our main account. So you want to make sure you can do that. And if you have anything extra after that, you can do Hellfire, you can do the champions. Really at this point, I haven't really had too much priority on them, but as you can kind of see, we're slowly getting them worked up here. Emma Frost we use in arena quite a bit, so of course as well, that's the reason why we have her geared and tiered. But like I already said, there's a lot of key components to that. And again, if we go into let's see here, I think it was the spider buddies, right? Let's just look in here, and you will see that yeah, lots of key pieces. We have Silver Sable from Vigilantes, which already ties into this team. We've got Superior Spider-Man from the Insidious 6 team, and then of course, as you guys can kind of see here, I'm working on my Hive Mind right now, slowly trying to get them up here, because obviously I don't want to get them up you know, if by some miracle I don't make it to level 100 before, you know, the best buddies, all that anniversary stuff ends. I don't want to be pumping resources into a dead character. I want to make sure I maximize the resources there. So of course, that's why I haven't really put too much into Carnage or Red Goblin, but I will once I get to level 100, and I will start bringing these guys up here for those events, because I want to get those, I want to get the resources that's involved, right? I think, yes, it's nice you can get the gear tier 20 if you have access to it, and it's nice that they can, you know, get the G20s and stuff for the best buddies, and that's Wolverine. That's Wolverine. Sorry, put myself on the spot here. That's gonna be Wolverine, Deadpool, Captain America, Dakin we got last week. But again, it's nice if we can 7 yellow them for free. Why the heck not? And of course as well, if we can G20 them, why the heck not? Of course, keep in mind, even if I'm at level 100, I will not be able to get the G20 on my baby account, but I was never concerned about the G20 in the first place. I just kind of wanted more of the other stuff, right? You're gonna get purple L ions. You're gonna get G20 orbs. You're gonna get G21 orbs for the future, right? So you're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. And again, I don't have that on this account, but yeah. But if we go in here, even on our orbs right now, you guys will see, right? We've got already 46 G20 orbs built up. So we're kind of slowly building that. We're slowly building our reserves up. And hopefully we can get closer and closer to getting some of these guys once we are level 100 and we can start practicing, right? And it's to help you guys out too. I want to see if there's some minimum unlocks we can maybe work our magic with. For those of you that are having troubles with these you know, with the anniversary buddy events, the Pandemonium, the Eddie and the C.H.A.D. Actually, Eddie's pretty straightforward. Oh, I need to do this one. I did not do this one here, which is good, I guess. But yeah, even this one, that's the lower challenge. Like, it gives you the G20s, it gives you some decent amount of Crimson gear, and that's all going to be very important when you want to push for the end game, right? So just make sure you guys don't miss out on that when it does come back. So like I said, the week 5 should be this week, and it does look like they're still giving out the costumes even on the lower difficulties. So hats off to them for being able to do that. And again, as well, let's quickly jump into the dark dimension. So again, if you guys are not aware, there was also I guess we're not gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna there was Dark Dimension 9, and again, people already finished it off here. And as you can see, if you go into node number 3, you'll start seeing people use that Insidious 16 that we've already talked about. So yeah, it's a good idea to start working on these teams. Oh, and the Insidious 16 will also be needed on one of the best buddies as well, right? There is, I think, the villain buddies, right? That's going to involve a Vulture, Hobgoblin, Scorpion, like those ones are going to be needed for another best buddies. So if they're a raid team, push them up now and you won't regret it. Push them up and you won't regret it, and you're going to get some extra value for them. And again, if you push 5-piece Insidious 6, you should be able to do nodes 1 and 2 because there's no restrictions, and you should be able to bring them all the way up to node 5. You're going to get basically 5 nodes out of the value of 5 characters. So those are most likely going to be the first 5 that IG21 on my main account, but we're going to wait and see right now for sure. And of course, my baby account's going to follow a similar pattern here because I want to make sure I can maximize while also trying to save my resources as well here, because there's lots going on. And of course, we're supposedly getting our Spider-Man rework team coming in the summer, so take it with a grain of salt as well here, because it may change and it may depend on what comes next. But for sure right now, I don't have 5 characters right now at the go, so I'm not going to be worrying about that just yet. But you guys know I'll keep you in the up and up if that does happen. Now, with regards to Dark Dimension, if you guys are running issues with those best buddies, and like I said, let's go into the because we were just talking about like the villain buddies, let's quickly talk about this one. And like I said, if you're bringing up your Insidious 6, and again, I have footage of this already on some of the teams that I used, start working on that Insidious 6 team. This is going to be important here. If you're struggling a little bit and you need to gear and tier some of these guys up, I have the gears for it because of the fact that I also did some of the earlier Dark Dimensions. So make sure you guys are plowing through the Dark Dimensions that you can do on your account. And oh, where the heck was it? I think I passed it here. Sorry, guys. And that means, yeah, that includes, like, for example, doing Dark Dimension. I think 1 and 2 and 3. They just give you the gold stuff here, the gold gear, which is like tier 14. But once you start getting into Dark Dimension 5, you can start getting some teal gear. So this is important because you can start getting some of this gear to bring up some of your characters for the Gear Fest. Or if you're lower difficulty, go for the other Dark Dimensions. But yeah, I mean, you should be able to make pretty short work of these nodes here. We've already done it all. But like I said, I'll just demonstrate to you guys like why we pick some of the teams that we pick, because like, yeah, of course, Daemon is an absolute monster. We'll put Daemon in here, and yeah, I'm just trying to aim for DPS right now. Let's put Vulture. Vulture, I always find, is like the counterpart to Daemon, because he kind of does the same thing, right? He's got the speed bar fill on kill. He's a villain, so he's kind of the opposite. But yeah, he's got the on spawn slow if there's heroes, so this helps out, especially like this. He usually, he's fast, just like Daemon, right? Daemon's gonna take the first turn as well here when there's a kill on the speed bar village, right? And of course, we don't have our F3, which is fine. I want to showcase just how good they are, even without having the complete team, right? Like, they are so good. Don't you see, Matthew? Don't you see how good they are? But yeah, anyways, yeah, enough bugging him. Sorry about that. But yeah, we can throw the alt here, and again, you can kind of see, even with the characters that we have, you should be able to make pretty short work of these guys. We're not going to play the whole thing here, but I think you guys get it. It's easy, and that's why we built the teams that we build here, so we can crush this one. Unfortunately, I want to go into Dark Dimension 6, which is Super Scroll, because it also has a bunch of nice gear and stuff. But we do need some more gear tier 18, and unfortunately, that is a little bit out of my wheelhouse right now, because of the fact that we are waiting for level 100 to take place. When we turn level 100, I want to make sure I have enough gear resources to bring up certain characters to tier 18 if we need to, and that would include, again, we've already talked about the Spider and the villains and the other buddies. Let's do the Avenger buddies, because the Avenger buddies is another one that people are struggling with, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get some gameplay footage of a lower team versus my main account, right? We're gonna try to maybe use Captain Sam again. We're gonna focus on Hercules and Falcon. Why? Because they're also raid oriented characters, right? If you go into the raid section here and you go into your squads, this is still a very used team on raids. Actually, where the heck did I pass it? Oh, right here. The Uncanny Avengers. So we've got Sam, we've got Hercules, and of course we've got Beast and Jean and whatever. But of course, for the purposes of the event here, we've got them on here. So you want to double dip as much as you can, right? To do the D10, I think you still need the Uncanny Avengers, and until they remove that, that's kind of the go-to here. And of course, as well, like I said, I want to gear them up to tier 18. But I want to just make sure I get to level 100 first, and then I will do some testing for you guys so we can kind of see here. Also, if you guys are running a bit low on the shards for these guys, I think people always forget, right? You can get their shards on the store, so make sure you go into your store here. And again, actually, we haven't even bought anything right now. We're going to get some Franklin shards because he's almost 7. We're going to buy maybe... do we need Living Mummy right now? Nah, we don't need him right now. He's a bit more expensive, but he is worth it. And what I've been doing is I've been buying my Thanos and Sylvie shards as well here. That's just my preference. I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's just what I'm doing. But again, let's go into the Age of Xavier. So we're gonna see Sam here. We're gonna see Hercules. We're gonna buy that up because those are cheap. Let's do Jean as well because again we want to focus on the raid side. Like I said, Beast we're okay. You don't really need a big Beast for raids. Let's get Falcon up, and again Storm. Storm's 5 already. We're going to leave her alone. And again, yeah, you scroll down here. There's lots of goodies here. You can get Emma Frost, Doctor Strange, Blade, and Oath. But we're not focusing on those right now. Switch to Age of Apocalypse now. And again, there's some other key characters we want to focus on for the Spider Buddies. Again, Red Goblin, Hive Mind, Carnage. Do we want Gwenom? Yeah, we can leave Gwenom alone. And then, of course, if you're doing the Mutant Buddies, Forge, Nightcrawler, and of course Gambit are going to be crucial here. Those are kind of the ones that I'm building right now, and like I said already, that's going to be what I'm working towards here, so I can give you guys at least some, we're going to try some other teams here, and if I can't do it, I can't do it, but we'll see how it goes when I do turn level 100, so I can actually do some testing for you guys and see what the mins are. I think I've gotten a lot of information from both Discord, YouTube, and Facebook, so I want to thank you everyone for kind of chiming in on that as well, because yeah, they've talked about some of their key teams that they're using. And again, I think my weakest team for sure is going to be this mutant one, because there is there's just a lot of leveling I need to do on these guys. But like I said, I don't mind bringing up Nightcrawler because he's one of my all-time favorites. And of course, Bishop is great. I also like Gambit. Those are kind of like my top 3 for the X-Men, and I love those 3. And then we'll see what we want to do. Maybe we'll bring in Jean or Phoenix because they're kind of more newer. Jean, again, remember, Jean is part of that. She is part of the raid team as well, so we get a little bit of double dip action. And we can get her up a little bit more here for the regards to the section here. Phoenix would be good because when she dies, she also spawns, and she's a 3.0 stats. She's part of the Phoenix Force team, and yeah, like I said, I think she'll be a good solid pick regardless of what what people think. But you want to bring up characters you're going to keep using on later on in the game, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing here with the Best Buddy event. Now, with regards to the other stuff here, like I said already, we've got a decent amount of power cores thanks to arena teams. And again, I haven't been like too serious with arena, but we've been kind of sticking around using, like I said already, more comments here, sorry guys. We've been kind of sticking around with this Daemon Fantastic Four team, and they've been doing some magic for us. I'm not going to play it right now just because for the sake of the length of the video, I don't want to make it any longer for you guys. But yeah, just know that we are playing up against similar shards, and we are kind of crushing some of these lower end guys. Actually, you should not have Thing here. He can double tap this guy, and you may be able to get a double Daemon burst as well. You know what? Just for craps and giggles, let's see if this works actually. Let's put Daemon and let's put Doctor Strange here and see if we can double tap this guy just for funsies. Yeah, but you should not put lower, weaker guys with the other ones, because then you can get like you can get a Daemon trap, right? Let's see if this actually works. If this doesn't work, then it's no big deal. But yeah, you get a double tap here, get the kills on sight. So don't do that. Whoever this guy is, don't set yourself up. Put Emma Frost or put some other characters on your arena meta. Oh, actually, wait, his Franklin's quite big though, so maybe he's okay. But yeah, I guess my characters are quite weak. I haven't really leveled too much of them up. I've just been saving my levels and stuff for the Best Buddies. My priority hasn't really changed all that much. I want to kind of keep them up. Okay, so never mind. I got baited by this, and I learned here. Don't fall for my trap here. So never mind. You're good, buddy. You're good. Keep that team up. Who is that? That was Defense Strator. Defenstrator? Yeah, down 95. Good job, buddy. Good job baiting me with that. That was perfect. He's got a level 9 Franklin as well here, so that's why I got my butt keister kicked. And also as well, if you guys are looking for more of that teal gear, you want to make sure in raids, right? Like I said, we were using some very key teams here, but you want to make sure when you're doing these raids here, oh, I already did those ones. You want to make sure you're doing the higher difficulty so you can get some of these teal orbs. If you get this tier orb, elites, and these gear tier orbs, that's gonna make it a little easier for you to get gear, so you can bring characters up to tier 18, tier 17. And again, we're doing difficulty 7 right now. We're gonna just throw our our raid team with Damon. It's probably gonna make pretty short work of these guys. If not, throw in the health refreshes. We got extras. We have we always have a couple goodies. I think I usually play this one, so that was actually my bad. We'll just yeah, like I said, we always just kind of throw in the main core 3, and let's try this again. Maybe Doctor Strange will give us some more magic here, but yeah, you're gonna win. You're gonna get the rewards. Actually, now we're already earning tier 20 orb fragments as well, so that's kind of nice. And then yeah, you get the tier elites and the tier raid orbs. And so yeah, you'll make sure you guys are doing that. Make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. And again, if you have lots of fractals like me right now, buy the training materials. That's what I'm doing. I need to figure out what I'm doing with my fractals here. I'm probably gonna start buying up some gear tier 20 stuff just because I have so much, and we don't have that much time left. So I'll figure that out as I go here, but that's not your guys'. You guys don't need to worry about that. And again, like I said, more comments. Yeah, you want to make sure. Oh, I didn't even open these. I gotta open these orbs here. And did we get a Kestrel? Yeah, we got her. Nice. The event just ended. I forgot to open those. So again, lots of stuff going on here. Just haven't had time to play and give you guys an update. But like I said, we still got a whole bunch of orbs for our gold. And I think we have lots of these. You know what? Let's open up some of these basic orbs for shards as well here. Yeah, it's always good to open these up here. I always forget to open stuff up, and it gives you a bit of gold. It gives you a bit of some other stuff. Let's open up some of these mega orbs as well here, just because we have a bunch we earned up from the dark dimensions. And let's see what we got. We got Swordmaster, Lilandra. Oh, nice. Invisible women. Nice. That's always appreciated. So yeah, bunch of stuff there. So cool. Otherwise, guys, yeah, hopefully this was helpful. A little rambling on and on, but like I said, keep those power cores in check. Only thing I'm really using them right now is for energy, and with the energy spending event as well that's coming up later on in the week. Yeah, just core for energy, get the energy up, build the levels, and again, go into the campaign nodes, farm those sections, right? Farm those sections with the character shards. They come with gold orbs. I don't even care about Halvarine. I just want to get these training orbs. Actually, Daemon, we're gonna skip here because there's another section we can do with training. But yeah, just showing you guys here again. Zazo, he's gonna be. Oh, he's already maxed out. Whoops. Okay, I did not know that. But yeah, there's some other sections here that I'm kind of farming here, like Lilandra, Cloak and Dagger as well. You can get Cloak and Dagger, or not Cloak and Dagger, but Dagger. Yeah, does that make sense? Oh yeah, anyways, like I said already, just giving you guys a little account update, gives you guys an idea what I'm doing right now with my baby account. As I promised, I will hopefully get out to level 100 sooner than later, so that way you guys can get some footage out just with my minimum unlocks with regards to the best buddies, and hopefully helps you guys out for those of you guys that are struggling and trying to get them up a bit. And I know we have another week and a half here, but yeah, we've got lots done in the last few days, and hopefully this is going to be a big week for us here. Hopefully we can get to level 100, and we can get some stuff going on here. Otherwise, guys, yeah, thank you for watching as always. Hopefully this has helped you guys out. Hopefully it gives you guys a little bit of insight on what's going on with my baby account. And as always, guys, if there's any updates with the game, I will keep you guys posted in the up and up. For now, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and I will see you guys in the next one.